had too much going on in his head. He wanted to get it all down.
Yeah.
And he might get bored with working with the She Lee album and then want to switch over to...
You think of that, that time of like 82 with the Time, Vanity 6, the triple threat tour, they called it, the Time, Prince, Vanity 6. And then he's, starts working on all these other projects and the Family and the Maseratis and the Jill Jones. And, he just had so many bands, many like the Hookers, that most people have never heard of.
Can we talk about the Hookers? Can you explain who the Hookers were?
I mean, as far as I know, I've seen pictures. Questlove actually owns the negatives from an auction. I was a little jealous at that, but he cut an album. It's basically the pre-Vanity 6. With
Jill Jones, Brenda Bennett.
I don't think Jill Jones was part of that band. Jill Jones, I think, she sang on a lot of his stuff. He recorded a lot of amazing stuff with her. That Jill Jones 87 album on Paisley Park, I think, is still my favorite Prince production of a Paisley Park album. The Family as well. But so the Hookers, it was Susan and Moonsie and her sister Loreen and Jamie Shoup, who was Prince's assistant. And then he replaced Loreen with Brenda, and then Vanity came in. But they had cut a bunch of tracks for the Hookers.
At Sunset?
Did the photo shoot. I don't know if, I'd have to research that a little bit.
Yeah.
But because, not a lot is known about, those sessions. They're very pornographic, apparently. A song called Eros. And, but, I think it was like the concept came from that. And then it became Vanity 6 and became Apollonia 6, Yeah. And
he wanted a girl group.
He always wanted girl groups, yeah. And I think, he was touring. He had just toured with Rick James, the Mary Jane Girls. I think, he wanted to have his own Mary Jane Girls, So
the Hookers turned into Vanity 6. Vanity 6 turns into Apollonia 6 with all the same members.
Yeah, basically, you had Susan Moonsie and Brenda Bennett were the consistent.
He was dating Susan Moonsie when he came in here because Peggy said that was his girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, he dated everybody, but...
I think he was a professional dater, I think, and he had what always amazed me about him. I certainly wouldn't be alive if I tried to do something like that, but he would have the girlfriend, and then he meets a new girlfriend, so the new girlfriend becomes the lead singer, and the last girlfriend becomes the background singer. I mean, I'm French, and I don't even do that. You know what I mean? It's pretty amazing.
Do you remember guests that were coming in at that time? I mean, it was mostly just you and Prince for that month, or was there like...
In the beginning, there was really nobody else except, like Sheila coming in and whoever we called to come in. But then we had moved over to Studio 2, and then a lot of people started coming over. And it was all of these people you've like been naming, and I didn't recognize who was who at the time. But... part of some of the girl group people and Morris and different people were coming in.